Hi, good morning. My name is Sakaraya Sikastoha. I come from Dikche 2021. In this video, I will tell you about Home Alone movie, the comedy movie from US of course. Home Alone is a 1990 American comedy film directed by Chris Columbus and written and produced by John Hughes. It is the first film in the Home Alone franchise and stars Macaulay Culkin, Joe Pesci, Daniel Stern, and John Hurt and Katarina O'Hara. Culkin plays Kevin McAllister, a boy who defends his suburban Chicago home from burglars after his family accidentally leaves him behind on their Christmas vacation in Paris. Hughes confides Home Alone while preparing to go on a vacation. Warner Bros. Originally intended to finance and distribute the film, but shut down production after it exceeded its assigned budget, and 20th Century Fox assumed responsibilities following secret meetings with Hughes. Columbus and Culkin were hired soon afterwards, and filming took place between February and May 1919 on location across Illinois. Okay, in this part, I will tell you how the comedy and how the synopsis of the Home Alone movie. The McAllister family is preparing to spend Christmas in Paris, gathering at Peter's and Kate's home in a Chicago suburb on the night before their departure. Peter and Kate's youngest son, the name is Kevin, is the subject of the ridicule by his older sibling. Oh my god, it's so sad. Peter and Kate's youngest son, Kevin inadvertently ruins the family dinner after the scuffle with his older brother's boss, resulting in him getting sent to the attic of the house as a punishment. Because Kevin feels so sad, he berates his mother for allowing the rest of the family to pick on him and wishes that his family would disappear. During the night, he rewinds the mage the power lines, which causes a power attack and resets the alarm clocks, causing the family to oversleep. In his confusion and rushes to get the airport, Kevin is accidentally left behind. Kevin wakes to find the house empty and thinking that his wish come true. Is overjoyed with him no fun freedom, but he soon becomes frightened by his next door neighbor's old man. Molly, who is rumored by the local children to be a serial killer who murdered his own family, other vacant as well as wet bandits. Harry and Mark, affairs of burglars who have been breaking into other vacant houses in the neighbors and have targeted McAllister's opulent house. Kevin tricks them into thinking that his family is still home, forcing them to put their plans on hold. But in other side, Kate realized mid-flight that Kevin was left behind. And upon arrival in Paris, the family discovers that all flights for the next 2 days are booked, and the depot lines are still down back home. Peter and the rest of the family stay in his brother's apartment in Paris, while Kate manages to get a flight to the US, but only gets as far as Scranton, Pennsylvania. She attempts to book a flight to Chicago, but everything is booked. Unable to escape, losing her cool, Kate is overheard by Gus Polinsky, the member of a traveling Paul Caban, who offered to let her travel with them to Chicago on their way to Milwaukee in a moving van, which she gratefully accepted. But meanwhile, in other side, Harry and Mark finally realizes that Kevin is home alone, and on Christmas Eve, Kevin overhears them discussing plans to break into his house that night. Kevin starts to miss his family and asks the local Santa Claus impersonator if he could bring his family back to the Christmas. He goes to church and watches a child perform. Then meets the old man Marley, who dispels the rumor about him. He points out his granddaughter in the child, whom he never gets to meet, as he and his son are estranged. Kevin suggests that he should reconcile with his son. Kevin returns home and rings the house with body traps to take on the bird traps. Harry and Marv break in, spring the traps, and sever Paris injures. While the duo pursues Kevin around the house, he calls the police and flees, then lures Harry and Marv into a neighboring home which they had previously broke into. They ambush him and prepare to get their revenge, but Marley interferes and knocks them unconscious with his nose shovel. The police arrive and arrest Harry and Marv, having identified the houses that they broke into due to Marv's destructive habits of looting them. On Christmas Day, Kevin is disappointed to find that his family is still gone. He then hears Kate enter the house and call for him. They reconcile and are soon joined by Peter, Buzz, Jeff, Megan, and Lily, who waited in Paris until the cult obtained a direct flight to Chicago. Kevin keeps silent about his encounter with Harry and Marv, although Peter finds Harry's knocked-out gold tooth. Kevin then observes Marley reuniting with his son, daughter-in-law, and granddaughter. Marley notices Kevin and the pairs wave to each other. Okay guys, from this movie, we can get so many benefits. For the first one is to entertain ourselves and make we are like happy life, laugh again and again. And the second one is how about the love in family is very important. And the third one is never judge people from the cover. As for example, like Kevin judged the old man Marley, say that Marley is the killer of the children. But actually, Marley is the good and nice person. And the last one is the mother love always bigger than anything. We can see it is from Kate. Kate always loved Kevin whatever. Kevin always make the mistaken, but Kate always loved him. Thank you. I hope this story can make you entertain yourself and make you more happy in your life. Thank you.